A few years back, I decided to make a present for my daughter's birthday. She was really into the boho surfer vibe at the time, so I designed a little surfboard coat hanger for her room. Now, living in Arizona, we don't need many coats, but I figured she could hang her book bag on it. Since this was an experiment, I wasn't quite sure how it was going to turn out, so I decided to use a 2x6 from one of the big box stores. They're cheap, so I wouldn't be out too much if this project failed. Now, this coat rack wasn't going to be a full-size board by any means, but I knew it was going to need to be wider than 5.5 inches, so I milled up the 2x6 on the joiner and the planer, and I glued them up. Now it was time to draw out my board, so I started by finding a surfboard clip art vector online, and I used that for a reference. With that, I freehanded a general surfboard shape and then cut it out with a jigsaw. Then it was time to round over the edges, so I used a belt sander with 80 grit paper. That shaped it up quite nicely. At that point, I started the process of hand sanding the board with 120, 180, and 220 grit paper. With the board in its final shape and sanded, I drew some designs on the board and then painted them. I loved the Hawaiian flowers, but it seemed a little too plain, so I ordered these Good Vibes stickers from Amazon and proceeded to plaster the board with it. I thought this looked more like a surfer's theme anyway. It definitely made the board more interesting to look at. I didn't want to use regular coat hooks for this piece of art. That wouldn't fit. After thinking about it for a while, I landed on the idea of using dock cleats. You know, those cleats that you tie your boat off to the dock with. These served the purpose and stayed within the ocean theme in general. So with those in place, I was ready to apply the epoxy coat over the project. And with that cured, the surfboard hanger was complete. Surfer not included.